So the sequel, not the prequel,
Not
the
the
sequel
prequel.
to yeah. See,
We've
I've
already had
got to
that.
great start. I forgot what the game even is. It could be a prequel. You never know.
We've already had
It
a
could
prequel.
be.
That
We
was the
don't know.
point.
Yes, but we could be
It
because
could be
it's a good
not
story.
attached at all, for all we know.
Yeah, it could be. Even though the guy said.
Oh, by the way, we are talking about a Zelda trailer. I don't think we said that.
Yeah, we So it's just been announced, and it's called, what is it called? The Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. So it's called.
Yes.
No, it's not called. No, it's called Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom, in it, not Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
No, just Tears of the Kingdom, which is worrying because it looks a lot like Breath of the Wild, but now I'm worried that it's actually like mix of that and Skyward Sword, and very sad.
Yeah. But anyway, so when I first watched it, I watched it live. The direct, I think everyone can agree, was
It was a farm direct.
Yeah, it was literally farm. Like half the
here's Stardew Valley, but way worse. Enjoy. Yeah.
But they had Pikmin 4, which it's pretty good. Fire Emblem new game.
Never played Fire Emblem. No clue.
The direct wasn't that great, but everyone was like, I saw those comments saying, "Y'all aren't getting Breath of the Wild 2 worst direct." She probably was the worst direct in a long time, probably.
I wouldn't mind if there was just something more. But it's
I mean,
like
you could
have put anything.
Mario movie.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to Chris Pratt.
Yeah, no, I don't know why them, but so yeah, it wasn't a good direct, but at the very end, he said, "Thank you for watching this direct." I was like, "What? Are you for real?" I literally almost flung my phone. And they said, let's look at this final thing. I was like, "Yes, guys, let's go." Now, when I first looked at it, I thought it was like some Japanese like anime game. But then I looked at it properly, like, nah, actually, the graphics are too good. And then basically, I watched it, was going mental over it, because obviously the first time you watch it, you're not actually analysing it because it's too fast. You're too busy thinking about what's happening all at the time, you know.
Like, what is it?
Yeah, like you're not analysing it instantly. Like even the second time you're probably not analysing it. So first initial reaction, obviously, like anybody who was looking forward to it, stick hyped. After watching it a couple more times and a few hours later, still hyped. It has got a release date next year, and the fact they have release date means it probably will be pushed back again, which I did discuss that it might be. I thought it would be pushed back personally. But it's not. It could still be, but when you give a release date, you normally don't push a game back.
I mean, especially when you think, what is that, like, the release date's like 7 months away?
Yeah.
I think we're all right.
October, November, December, and 5 months. So that's, 8 months. 8.
Yeah. So that gives us them plenty of time, really, because it looks like they've been working on it for 2 years already. At least.
They started 2017.
I have no idea when they started. He's the Zelda expert.
Yeah. They started 2015. But when Breath of the Wild came out, they decided they wanted to make it in the same year, the end of the year, they decided it. And basically, it looks like we will be in the sky more, won't we?
Yeah. Which isn't really a bad thing. But yeah, I have some worries, though, because I don't want it to be, like, when you think about it, like, the Breath of the Wild, right? The map specifically is very barren and empty, and that works. For the story, but I don't want it to be the same because it was kind of depressing.
Because it's great for one because it's new, innit? But once you've done it, barren again. Like what? I want to rebuild it, so I hope that we do. I don't want Zelda to be taken away.
I want a farmer Link. That's what I want.
I want this farmer Link. I do want Zelda to stay, or somebody. I want to have a companion who talks. Preferably Zelda because she's a big character, isn't she?
Not Navi. She's gone, not bringing Navi back.
No, not Navi. No, she used to go, "Hey,
so I would Tingle. Zelda we need Tingle."
Tingle back, but HD.
Tingle gets his own game.
Yeah. So I would like Zelda to stay just because it gives us a companion to talk to in it. But when by herself,
you remember in Skyward Sword where you'd have those missions where you were with Zelda? They were actually really fun.
Could you talk with someone? Name one thing when you do a story quest when you actually talk to someone, other than Divine Beast, but you don't even see them. So it's just it's no good if you first I'm not taking anything away from Breath of the Wild. That's what I'm trying to say. I said if you again though, it's a formula that doesn't work again. Is what I'm trying to say. If you get what I mean.
It's not that we don't like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, we're not hating.
but
well, yeah, it's a masterpiece. Probably the best Zelda game.
It's probably one of the best games ever made.
Yeah, we're not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is it can't be too barren again. I want to have someone who I can talk to.
I want to have it like lots of like you remember in like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask where you just walk around like towns and it'd be full of people.
Yeah, like, even Wind Waker had
even
like
Wind Waker.
Windfall. Yeah, like Windfall. There was no one else, but it's still the ones that you had. I guess you could have Tarry Towns for that, but I feel like because the world's so big, there's so little people. You have like travelers. You have like nobodies. You know what I mean? And just absolutely nobodies. Like you had like a quest, like I want like someone who's like a companion. I want a companion. Like there's no companion in Breath of the Wild, is there?
No, you're just on your own. You have the horse, but it's not a Epona.
You have a horse.
So
yeah, it's not where you can get Epona, but
but a lot of the time it's not though.
Now, an interesting thought I had recently is why are we in the sky? We weren't in the sky before. Now, at first I thought, well, we'll eventually learn, which we will. But also I was thinking, have we gone back in time? Because I personally aren't a fan of this idea. I don't want to go back in time. I don't want to do that. I want to rebuild the Hyrule I was just in. I don't want to go back in time. But maybe why is it in the sky? Maybe it eventually fell. Actually,
wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but in the first trailer though. In the first trailer,
is that why you're thinking it's a prequel? But that's how he got knocked out now. No, that's why he was sleeping 100 years. He just fell very far.
Because I'm gonna. It could be back in time though. Because what do they always talk about in the Breath of the Wild? 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, but that's what Age of Calamity was, though.
No, I was 100 years ago.
All right. Yeah, never mind.
That was when Calamity just came. That was fighting Calamity. This was when Calamity first came. When the not that Link, a different Link fought him. Now, imagine go back in time to see another Link. You'd have two Links. Yeah, that would happen.
I would love if that happened.
Yeah,
you just have them just screaming at each other.
Yeah. We also might learn what fork the thing is in. I think it's in the Twilight Princess one. I'm pretty sure, but it's never been confirmed, so we're not sure. But maybe some time travel is possible. I'm not a fan of it. One thing I'm not a fan of is I do not want the champions back. Now, people might say, oh, but we loved them. Why did I play a full game of being sad about them dying for them to come back? Why do I want to do that? It's like watching a whole movie, alright? I don't like Star Wars, alright? About how Darth Vader's dead and stuff, and Darth Vader comes back, and he's like, yeah, what's up, dudes? Like, you can't do that. Or like, where Luke just changes to become to the dark side for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, it's almost like what they actually did with, like, Last Jedi. That's why I didn't like it. Because they ruined Luke. I get why they did it, but they ruined it.
Yeah, we're not going into Star Wars.
We're not going into Star Wars. I'm not going to rant about Star Wars.
Yeah. So I don't want the champions to be back. And also, another thing is, why did we character build? They're not really apprentices, but when you have like the champions and then the baby champions. Like Yunobu, Riju, the bird guy. I can't remember.
I forget his name.
Yeah, I'm saying So the new champions, don't you? You have a companion for each divine beast. So why would they exist if like? And also you could say at least they could meet each other. Age of Calamity. There you go. Age of Calamity is the perfect reason for why you shouldn't have bring them back, because Age of Calamity is an alternative universe where they survived. So we've already seen what happens if they survive. Why do I need to see it again? You know what I mean? So like they probably won't bring them back actually for that. Like I forgot about Age of Calamity, because why would you make a whole game about an alternative universe if we're gonna do it in the next one officially? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I don't know. It wouldn't really work, would it? Just give us a new story. But I would like it to be a sequel, but like, don't tie it too much to Breath of the Wild, because we've already explored like that sort of scenario.
I wanted to, and also I'll comment about the music for a second. I don't want the music all to be calm like it was Breath of the Wild. Basically, Breath of the Wild is a very calm game, innit?
It's a game where you just like. It's just fun to like roam around in.
Yeah, basically, what Breath of the Wild is, it's about looking at how wrecked the world is, innit?
Yeah.
Now, why do you want to wreck Hyrule again? Which I don't think you will, because if you look at its sky, it looks quite good. What I would like is if we eventually watched it progress.
Make it like progress. One of the city building games. Make it Sim City.
Yeah, but I like it to progress a little bit, like so maybe like we might see more people, or like I don't know, like maybe
I like
you see,
ones,
like,
you know, where they have like a more set focus in a way. You had to go
yeah, like,
certain dungeons.
yeah,
I
like
like that.
dungeons. Yeah, I would like a couple of dungeons. I don't want to go fully back to the old formula. You got to mix them. They changed the formula, which is great for one, but I feel like you have to bring back the old formulas too. You got to mix them half 50-50. You have to have like the what I need to go and do this, and you also have to have the bit where, but I could also don't have to.
Well, it's nice
You know
to
what I
have a
mean?
bit of guidance, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
because a lot of my time in Breath of the Wild is spent just like walking around.
Like, yeah, why do I need to do that? Yeah. Like, you can't be bothered. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't want to go
So like
find the
you have to
memories
mix the
again for
formulas,
the
yeah.
like the fifth time.
But yeah, so you have to like I feel like you need 50-50. You need to like have some things you have to do, but you also have the option to not do certain things, you know what I mean? That would be quite good, yeah. Sky things. Mm,
Oh,
what do you think
what?
about Sky?
Just the sky setting.
Yeah, like what do you think of the fact that it's going to be in the sky? Because it definitely going to be in the sky. It's shown
Yeah.
us loads.
I'm excited just to see something different. I'm happy to have
Yeah.
something different.
Maybe they
But
thought
it does limit it a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe that they thought, well, Skyward Sword was a great idea, but they didn't fully produce it how they wanted to.
They've used motion controls ruins everything.
So maybe they thought, well, let's try again with like a game that everyone's going to buy. Everyone's going to buy Breath of the Wild, even if it looks bad, just to test it, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, yeah. So like, I think they're like, well, we may as well try it and see what people think about it, and then they can say what they did wrong, what they did right. But like, also, do you know what the Zonai are?
That doesn't ring a bell. Okay.
Yeah, okay, basically the Zonai are kind of like these ancient kind of tribe, warlike tribe.
Oh, where?
And like they're like all the little green things that you see. You
Yeah.
know, like, yeah. Well, they're a lot in the first trailer and the second trailer, in the third trailer, sorry. So Zonai are gone though. I think they've got extinct. So why do we have all the Zonai things? Maybe we don't go back in time. Maybe we resurrect them back. And when you see like Ganon, maybe like
maybe they just take the easy way out. They're like, it's an alternate timeline.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, I don't want to be alternate timeline because that's for a main game. Nobody wants that. And like, so could have the Zonai in, which would be very interesting. But they're kind of like a warlike kind of tribe. That's what they kind of like. Just like no. What can they do wrong in this? What would you say?
Well, I've already said like I don't want it to be too empty because there's never like much to do, so that's worrying. The fact that I don't want them to do the same thing again because I don't. People will go, well, it's just the same thing, and I might not like it that much.
I would love it to be full, like overly full. I just love it to be overly full.
Just like overpopulation.
Think of how much time you spent on Breath of the Wild. Some people spend like thousands of hours.
Imagine how many more you'd spend if you had like certain things to do.
Yeah, like you have loads of things to do.
Like fetch quests. People hate on fetch quests, but really that's like one of the better things to do.
Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Breath of the Wild has loads of fetch quests.
Yeah, like, but it's like,
So yeah, they could get that wrong. Yeah, I know what you mean about that. Yeah, maybe not. Would you?
You need more interesting side quests though, like or even main quests, because that's one thing Breath of the Wild was lacking a lot. More story. More story.
Like, how many story quests are there? There's defeat Ganon.
Very few. They're like the one where you have to go and unlock the cameras, sort of.
Yeah, do all the Ganon beasts. So you got to do the Hatino thing, like the tech lab. You don't get all the memories, which you don't actually have to do. I don't believe.
Not sure,
but basically, like, there's not much, is there? Yeah.
No.
And then like you have.
Well, I like the stories. You know, the stories that are like kind of. It probably wouldn't work for this, but you know the stories that are like a bit weirder, have more interesting characters, like Link's Awakening or Majora's Mask was brilliant.
Yeah, as I'm saying, it's like yeah.
And Majora's Mask was great because it was darker in a way. It was a lot darker than most Zelda games. And it was a real threat as well.
I don't. Yeah, but I also like it so you can't go straight to the Ganon. I don't like how you can go straight to Ganon. It's good.
It's great for speedrunners.
Yeah, when I say like I don't like it, I mean for another game. For Breath of the Wild, the only thing I can say Breath of the Wild was bad at was story. So when I say I don't think it would be good, is for the sequel, not for Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild does everything perfectly, but sorry. So I don't think I wouldn't like if you can go straight if it's already unlocked. If I can go straight to the boss, I feel like because that kind of shows when you start Breath of the Wild, you kind of know what the boss is, don't you? You kind of know Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild
it's
is,
like,
don't
right,
you?
this is what I need to go and do.
Like him there, he's the boss. What happens if it's a bit like a mystery? You don't know who the boss is. Or
what if it
like in
started
Wind
like
Waker.
you didn't even know there was a real issue properly?
Yeah, you just like you've got to do all these quests and then suddenly
Like you just have to do Imagine if it started where you're just doing like simple odd jobs for people, and then
yeah,
something
and then
horrible happened like 3 hours
yeah,
in. Like that might be a bit long because you might get bored, but
yeah,
that would really hook someone when they actually did get into it.
yeah. Because also like people think that the trailers that the order they came out is the order that they are, but they're not. Like they might be, but they're not necessarily, are they? Like that one, the first trailer where they're in the cave, that could be in the middle, couldn't it?
Yeah.
That could be in the complete middle. But what I don't like is the problem with the sky is that there'll be no people there, will there? Not likely. So it'll be
No.
empty again.
Which is a bit worrying, really.
Yeah, but I'm
No.
not putting it down. We're just giving what we think about what we're judging it off at this time.
One
I'm
thing
sure
is
there's no.
like with them, what's saying about people. One thing I wouldn't mind is if they made the map like very slightly smaller. I would take it, make the map smaller and like give you more people around. I would take it.
Map can be smaller because they're using the whole map. He said that.
Yeah.
He said they're going to use the same map, but like it changed. So I don't think they're going to make a smaller map.
I don't
Maybe it's
remember
more
that.
people.
Whoops.
You know what I mean?
Like
Maybe
just
just like
change some structures around a bit. Change some
yeah, it's
stuff.
like don't have it all barren.
Yeah.
Because if it's all barren, it's kind of dead, isn't it? And then you just do the same thing, like just walk around because why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've done the sky. You know,
What about the
what do you think of,
Sheikah
the
slate though?
start bit? Yeah, well, the start bit where it shows what are all those carvings.
I thought
Like,
that
what was that weird, like Lord of the Mountain, Majora's Mask kind of looking thing? Do you remember that at the very start
maybe
where it showed
you
you,
think
like
this is like has something to do with the masks.
that would be sick. I always thought Majora's Mask. It might have been. I think it ended too fast. I feel like you could have tied it back up to Hyrule because it was all like a fake world, wasn't it? Imagine
Yeah.
could it be if it wasn't.
By the
Like,
way, that
if it
moon was terrifying. I just want to mention that.
yeah, it was. Yeah, like every child was scared of the moon. You know what I mean? Imagine if it was like part of Hyrule and it wasn't permanent. It wasn't a dream. Like it wasn't fake. Imagine how cool Majora's Mask would be. Majora's Mask would be
It'd be
so
one of the
cool.
best ever if they just
Yeah.
ran with it. Like,
I feel like Majora's Mask needed a sequel. Like if
Majora's new mask.
yeah, so I'm saying that I feel like it needed a sequel because like there's so much more you could do. You could do like the boss is kind of boring, you know. Like you just defeat him so fast. Like you could make Majora's Mask an absolute like OP godlike boss, couldn't you?
Yeah, but we are still talking about Tears. I forgot the actual. We just got distracted.
The name, right? Tears of the Kingdom. They said they couldn't tell us this because it gives away too much about the game. That worries me. Because the fact that it gives too much game means that Tears has a lot to do with it. That means that it's probably going to be sad. Or actually, so it could be sad, or it could also be happy because it could be you looking at the Tears of the Kingdom, how it's been affected after that. And then you have to fix that. Or maybe it could be even worse, which I would hate. If like
you don't need it more depressing than the first one.
Yeah. I'm saying that it needs to be. This one has to be like proper, like energetic music, energetic. You know what I mean? You can have calm moments, and also I feel like it needs to character build on Zelda more because I think she's probably like most like because it's now like voice act. You know, I've voice acting.
Yeah, that's like so weird in a Zelda game. Like making Link talk is weird.
No, not Link.
No, I'm thinking like Link talking though is weird.
Yeah, that feels weird. Like, I'm a bit worried about like the paintings on the wall at the start because it shows Zelda or like a princess figure.
Yeah,
Zelda.
It's gonna be dead. Zelda. That actually did worry me a little bit because I was thinking,
also
something bad happens.
Yeah, and also it shows you in the first trailer that she falls. Now, but actually the catcher, well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he tries to catch her. Actually, people think that that Link catches her, but it actually shows the blue guy, the blue hand catching Link. So it doesn't show him catching her. So maybe he doesn't catch her. That would you can't say it would suck because if they do it well, then it could be thingy, couldn't it?
I mean, they might do it well, but I just want a nice, happy game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like, but it ain't good if it's happy. All right, with the Tears of the Kingdom. So the only way it can be happy with that name is if it means that it shows you the aftermath of like the full destruction. Because you're kind of always like looking at like defeating Ganon, aren't you? You're always like, I need to defeat Ganon. Don't. Until you defeat Ganon, like you kind of like you're not paying much attention on the Hyrule, are you? Like
no
one really talks about Hyrule, do they? When you talk to them, just like hello there, like, and they seem to
Hi,
be
I'm
way
a
better than they used to
traveler.
be. Yeah, they used to be way worse. Like they have reactions now when you hit them. They used to never do. They used to just like throw bombs at them, and they used to be like,
I'm immortal.
yeah. Or like there was a gossiping women at the Hitino village, and if you shoot them, they kind of say stop listening to our conversation. Or if you just talk to them, they say like go
Yeah,
away, stop eavesdropping.
that was my problem. When I got shot, I was just annoyed that they interrupted
Like
me on the
stop listening.
phone.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So like, there's actually a reaction of like their actual things. You know what I mean? Instead of it just being like hello there, there's like the same words over and over again. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and also I don't know what that looks like. The Lord of the Mountain. The horse. It also looks like Majora's Mask, but it ain't gonna be Majora's Mask. But it looks like the Lord of the Mountain, which is it's kind of like I just thought he was kind of like an added in bonus. I think he probably is. It probably just looks like him. He's like this blue guy, and you see him like every once in a while, and you can't. He was like added in for like the death of the guy, like not the guy made Zelda, but like some sort of Nintendo worker, like a big guy. And I think his name, the Lord of the Mountain, is basically to resemble him. So maybe it has to do that. He just looks like it, maybe. But it does look like it. If you search Lord of the Mountain, you compare the two, it looks very similar to what I first thought. And then it kind of shows you on like the very end of the trailer. It shows you like it's just a name. Just before that, it shows
Yeah.
you see all of the Land of Hyrule. It all looks normal.
Yeah.
Well, there's one hill that he's almost directly above that has Zonai green stuff on. I'm guessing Zonai. It has green like a circle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking that was different. That was death, isn't there? But maybe that could just be. That also looks like the Twilight Princess, a bit like the mirror, the circle. Where they go through to go to the Twilight.
Yeah.
It also looks like that a lot. So that probably have any connection, but that's just like what it has. You've then also got like more like levels of Sky, didn't you? So you saw him jump off, and then there was more below, and then there was the floor. So it's like of what we've seen. There, I
That
think
I'm
there's three
very
or four
interested
levels,
though.
isn't there? Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 levels of like sky, lower sky, ground. You know what I mean? It looked a bit like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about the more sky? Like there'll be more than like one layer. I thought there might just be one layer.
I think that's a good thing because it gives you way more to explore.
Yeah, hopefully like different regions of like sky. Hopefully it's not all the same. Like all
It's
gold.
just like maybe like further down there's more people.
Yeah. Also, dungeons. I don't like dungeons.
Yeah.
Maybe not loads of them, but like some of them.
Not
Like
loads of
shrines.
them. Like maybe
Yeah,
4 or something.
yeah.
Small
Or
amount.
like, and then
4
and then
main ones.
maybe yeah. I'm saying.
And the shrines.
And then like you have like there's so like Zonai must have a big part in this. If that green stuff is Zonai, because it's showing you 2 trailers. And I want you to get his arm. I know that wasn't in this trailer as much, but like his arm's kind of like half dead in it. And why is he looking at his long hair? That's what I feel like.
Yeah, I saw the long hair. I was like, what is this?
That's not new. We've known he has long hair for ages.
Well, I know he has long hair, but it's like, just
why?
why now?
You don't know he grew it, or maybe that's how long his hair is. He has it in a bun normally, doesn't he? So maybe he has maybe just took the bun out. Maybe that's nothing. Maybe he just paid too much attention.
Maybe now we're just nitpicking.
Yeah, we're just like looking at
look at his hair. It's too long.
His hand and what
it's
he
like,
wears.
Zelda, why is Zelda's hair different? Because she got a haircut, you idiot.
It's got like Zelda haircut. Like his arm's completely dead. So that must be when that blue guy grabs him. I was like, I don't want that guy to be Ganondorf and be good. I'd love for you to be Ganondorf. Oh my gosh, I would love Ganondorf more than Ganon. Ganon's okay, but like Ganondorf is so much cooler, isn't he?
He has
He's
a
like
big
a character,
sword.
isn't he?
He has a big sword and he can falcon kick people. I know that's right. Yeah, I switched to Smash
the reason like Ganondorf is cool is because like he's a guy like he's in charge, isn't he? Like he's a human. Like
he's a real threat.
He holds you. Yeah,
it's like Ganon you have to just like look at Ganon from like the first few games. He was a pigman,
yeah,
basically. And then you had Ganondorf, who was like this evil sorcerer, sort of. He was terrifying. He's actually felt like a threat.
Yeah, when is Ganon ever a threat? When we're near Hyrule Castle.
No, you forget he's there.
Yeah, other than like the malice in like the Guardians and stuff, making all the bad guys bad. Like, it's fine with Breath of the Wild, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, no problem with Breath of the Wild, but to do it again, I would love Ganondorf. I prefer Ganondorf over Ganon normally. Just because I like having the character, you know, like you see him stood on like the throne and like Twilight Princess, or you see him being friends with the king on the Ocarina of Time. You know what I mean? He's a character, in he's not just Ganon. He's like just because like Calamity Ganon's just malice, isn't he? He's not actually a bad guy. He's actually like evil. Like he's made of evil. The actual malice.
Which is kind of lazy when you think about it. It just means you don't have to give any character development. It's just this is evil.
Yeah, so I'm trying to say like he's evil, but Ganondorf would be sick because like he talks. He'll be probably thingy. He's normally the leader of the Gerudo. Thinking about it, actually, which is very interesting. Because like if he's really, if the Ganondorf isn't it, which I would like. Although he just can't dead though. Maybe he can be revived. I'm not sure. Oh, so what's that blue thing inside of that guy? Which I'm guessing is Ganondorf. When I say Ganondorf, I'm talking about that guy because I'm going to guess he's Ganondorf. So what do you reckon that blue hand is? Because that affects Link's arm and the Master Sword, doesn't it? Because if you when they announced that it was being pushed back to 2023, they showed a little bit more footage, and it shows that the Master Sword's broke.
Yeah.
And well, not broke, but it's like
it's not doing great.
Yeah. Now, why would that be?
Because it's been a long time.
Yeah, but why has it been a long time? That I'm gonna go back in time, but why is it old?
Because they went forward in time.
Or maybe it's just because that blue hand just kind of sucked all the power. Because blue is the Master Sword is Fi, innit? The character of Skyward Sword. And that's why it's blue. But that blue hand must be maybe might have the same connection to Fi, and then that might be why it's kind of like sucked all the power out of it. But yeah, I would definitely prefer Ganondorf over Ganon. Well, as for that, if we have to see how Nintendo do it, I'm sure Nintendo will have better judgment. But if I was doing it, I would make it basically what we're trying to say is
bring the wind fish in. Better. There you go.
Yeah. When we say it's going to be better, that's in our opinion. That if we were to do it, we're not saying that Nintendo could probably make a Ganon better than Ganondorf. I know that, but like what we want, if Nintendo said we can make Ganon or Ganondorf both good, which one would you want like to be good in the game? Then Ganondorf, and obviously like I would love to fight Ganondorf. Like Ganon, you don't really fight, do you?
Not.
You fight the four divine beasts, and then you fight Calamity Ganon, who's just like the four beasts combined, isn't he? He's just literally all four beasts combined. He has the laser of like thing. He has the sword that the white one. He's literally. Do you know that? He's just all of them combined.
Yeah.
He's all four wind blights combined. So yeah, I would definitely prefer Ganondorf. So it could have time travel, maybe.
Could have time travel, possibly.
Yeah, it could. The world could be bigger, like longer. I doubt that though. I feel like if you're in the sky, you don't need to go any further. But I feel like they have to change the floor because I'd be walking around the same place, wouldn't I?
It's like same thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like you're playing Breath of the Wild.
It's like me coming into your room and like, oh, you're playing Breath of the Wild. No, I'm playing Breath of the Wild 2. Like, what's the diff? It looks exactly the same. Obviously, it won't be the same. But also, in the second trailer, they showed the Goblin with a third horn on his head. Now, once again, why is that? Is that gone back? Have they grown that over time? But I'm sure the game will be good. I'm sure it will be. Nintendo
of course it will.
It won't take 5 years. We're just saying what our opinions would be. It'll be 6 years when it comes out. I'm sure that they'll make it better than what we want. This is just what our thoughts on what we think about it and stuff. You got to remember that. Keep a pinch of salt. When will we get the next trailer? Would you say, or next news? Because they don't do direct normally until February, but that'd be like what
I would probably say like December or something, maybe.
They normally never do anything in December. So what's that going to be? Is that going to be some video? That's the problem that we're in now with Zelda. Because they only do stuff at the starts of years. Never like October we got a direct last year, but we just got that. We know we're getting another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when are they going to show more? Because you have to show a lot more.
Yeah, you can't just release that. It's like, but I don't know what I'm buying.
I'm saying, yeah. So
it'll maybe a couple of months before, probably like a couple of months, maybe March or something. March, February.
Because February, they always do direct in February normally. But isn't that a bit too soon? February is because that's 3 months before. Can you really do something such a big game?
Well, it's probably mostly done. Remember?
Yeah, but shown. Is that how much they've shown? Can you show?
I don't think you need to show too much.
Yeah, maybe they're not trying to keep it back to not show us too much, actually. So we don't know if he's sad or happy. We don't know.
All we know is it's like Breath of the Wild, so it's going to be good.
Yeah, that's actually true. That's a good thing.
People are going to buy it. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it could be like...
I'm going to pre-order it as soon as it's up.
Well, I got I've been selling it since 2019.
I know, but I want the special edition.
I don't know how you can sell something game that might... What happens if you bought it and it got cancelled? Or like Metroid Prime 4. Like, imagine you pre-ordered Metroid Prime 4. What is that? Is that dead now?
I think so. They keep saying it's not, but I mean, come on. It's been what?
5 years. So, actually, then again...
No, I mean since the last Prime. I mean the last Prime.
Like, yeah. So yeah, the game looks good. Obviously, we're hyped for it. We're probably gonna, we're gonna play it as soon as we can.
As soon as it's out, we'll try it.
Yeah, the things that we take from that trailer is things that we want this game to be: happy, different, more people, more dungeons, more story. And yeah, that's pretty much all that we have. Really, I thought I can think of. You got anything to
add? Not really. I would like a lighter sort of tone. So
yeah. That's depressing.
Add plenty of like interesting characters with actual personalities. And I know the Guardians or whatever the fuck I forgot what they're called.
Yeah.
Why is it when I'm trying to talk now? Champions. There we go.
Yeah.
I like how you have them, but I mean it's not the same as having like loads of people to talk with. Tingle, we need Tingle, bro.
Yeah, we do need Tingle. Give me like a HD version of Tingle.
Yeah.
And I'll be fine, won't I?
Yeah,
I go better than Tingle. Where can you want Tingle? But anyway, before we start talking about Tingle, we'll talk about the Tingle games that he has free, and more than Wind Waker has that as 2, and Tingle has 3. But anyway, if you agree, tell us in the comments. If you disagree, tell us in the comments. Whatever your thoughts on this game, tell us in the comments. Tell us everything in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, do like, and if you like more videos on the channel, please consider subscribing, because it really helps the channel out to get recommended to other people's For You pages or recommended pages, whatever you call it. So have fun, enjoy Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you.
Sight is not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.